Hi Libra, hi my loves, and welcome back to the Mother Tressa channel. If you're already familiar with this space, you know what to expect, so welcome back. But if you're new, come in with an open mind and heart and hear what I have to say today. And if the message does happen to resonate, then like the video, subscribe, and share it with other Librans that you know. But let's get into it, okay? At the very least, feel safe enough to be yourself when you come onto my channel and in this space with me. Whether it be positive, negative, or neutral, that doesn't concern me, so long as you leave better than you came. Okay. But yeah, Libra, let's see what's going on for you guys. I didn't have time to study the transits today to let you know what's happening, like with the sun and its progression as far as us now being in Gemini season, at what degree it would be and how that could be influencing you, along with the moon and Mercury and Mars and all that. I just came back from visiting some family, so this video may be a little hurried, but do know that is with the best intention. I'm just trying to beat the sun. Funny. What you guys have that came out is the Ace of Coins, followed by the Chariot, and the Ace of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands with the Magician and the Fountain card. All right, Libra. I'm hearing excursion, rendezvous, brilliance, on the brink of something brilliant, magnificent, if you will. Be it with a person that you can be engaging with at this time, because there is some level of engagement that you get with the coins energy. Be it the space that you have created by maybe donating clothes and cleaving and removing yourself away from those that sit more in negative energy on a more consistent basis, and then and you're separating from them and or sacrificing the bond or relationship that you have with them, that creates a vacuum and a space for better opportunities and people to come in that resonate with you on a very different level, but in a way that is definitely more compatible to you and more conducive to your overall growth. That is what you are on the brink of. Now, if it's an idea, I have a feeling that it's going to be centered around the home. Some of you guys, you're just in a space where you're feeling very Venusian and wanting to spruce up your home. So maybe buying some paintings or renovating your bathroom, kitchen, if you have the money to do that, or just looking maybe for another place to live. Like you can be moving homes pretty soon, or that's going to be a conversation that's going to come up. It's kind of like you've outgrown the space that you've been in. But for a lot of you, you're not wanting to leave because you're comfortable with where you are. You don't really see a problem with where you are, and or you just don't want to deal with the stress of having to move. You have the Magician here. Some of you guys, you have a relationship with a Gemini, or that can be somebody that's coming in, or you are at a point where you may have to make that executive decision, like should you stay or should you go, when it comes to this Gemini that you can be dealing with, which is very interesting because I just uploaded their video on Wednesday. So if you're cross-watching and you're a Gemini, or you have to be a sun sign Gemini, happy birthday. But if not, definitely go check that video out, because there might be some hidden gems in there. There might be a message in there for you that you've been waiting to hear, maybe from them, but it's going to be indirectly that you find out. So I might be the bearer of bad news, or I might be informing you on something that you really needed in order to fit like the puzzle pieces together in your mind about a certain situation that you could be involved in with them, if it's on like a business level. So yeah, definitely go check out that video. Yeah. I'm getting the last laugh. So if you have been conned by someone, and or they have tried to shortchange you in any way here, I feel like it's going to come back to bite that person at the end of the day. You're going to make somebody eat their words. You're going to make somebody wish that they never would have like messed with you, essentially, in whatever way that they could have. Or you're going to make this person wish that they would have treated you better while you were together if you're deciding to part ways and go do something for yourself, and or just to be completely single, because you do have 2 aces here. On a numerological level, you could have a master number in your genetic makeup. So as far as like your destiny number, life path number, that type of thing. So definitely look into that a little bit more with this 8 of Wands here. It's going to support you being more interested in learning about your genetic makeup, your code here. If you don't have a relationship with a certain parental figure, namely a mother, or you've become estranged, which is what I'm getting here, then I feel like you're going to be asking certain relatives to fill you in on what your mom was like or whatever growing up, like as a kid, just to see like where you get certain maybe facial expressions or just certain behaviors from. So some of you guys can be doing that, looking into your ancestry, and or doing this about like a father figure or another relative here. And it's going to be very powerful. It's going to be triggering too. So just brace yourself for that. Just make sure that whatever it is that you're asking of this time, that you're actually prepared mentally to hear the truth. Okay? Because it is going to sting a little bit. For sure here. But yeah, for you singles, because you have 2 aces here, and I'm going back to that. Let's circle back. Really what you're working on right now is like your money and trying to build up your savings and or just build up your stability. And so you really don't care to parlay with another individual. You may feel like it would just be a waste of time, because you're not as stable as you would like to be right now. For some of you. For others of you, you thoroughly enjoy the peace of mind that you have and the privacy also that you have. So for some of you guys, you don't miss having a companion or having a partner in your life, because when you are in a relationship, you're all in. You give it everything that you have here. So if you've been mistreated in any way in the past, right now you're really savoring that alone time and that quality time that you have and that self-care time, and just being able to pick and choose when and what you will do for yourself. It's more money essentially in your pocket, because you guys do tend to be hopeless romantics, so you don't mind spending money on those that you are exclusive with. And so right now it's like, well, that money can go to other things that you have your own passion and desire to accomplish, and or putting it into stocks and or investing your money in some way, shape, or form, because you have this energy that's here. It's like in the meantime, while nobody's in your life, you're choosing to be productive. But you like the serenity that comes with your solitude. And at this moment, you don't feel like it's... Oh, guys, I almost panicked. I thought my phone shut off. You don't feel like it will be worthwhile to sacrifice that, to sacrifice your happiness and your peace of mind here. The peace and quiet that you get by being alone. Because, you know, when it comes to having a relationship with another party, another person, but another party, and trying to figure out how you can integrate another life, you understand that like no 2 people are the same. So like you may wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning, that might be your start time, but somebody that you can partner with may wake up at 5 a.m. And then when they wake up, are they the type that likes to blare loud music, you know? Are they the type that is just super inconsiderate and will like stomp their feet or turn on the lights, you know, even though you're still sleeping? So the lack of mindfulness or the lack of maturity that comes from those initial stages and phases that you have to really conquer in order to get to a place where you guys know enough about each other to know what would tick each other off. Like, you have to go through that, and I just feel like you guys don't want to be bothered with that, like, point blank period. That's just what I'm getting. Now, Libra, if you are already in a relationship with someone, I feel like, again, I just feel like you're about to hear some news that could be earth-shattering. That's what I'm hearing, and it sounds super dramatic, but you're definitely not going to be able to look at this person, situation, or circumstance the same here. That's what I'm getting with this Ace of Coins. Or somebody can have planned something very romantic that you have no awareness of. By the time that you watch this, I'm going to assume that it's already happened though, because the Ace of Coins can speak about gestures or like favors. So if you're not doing a favor for somebody, somebody may come and ask you for a small favor at this time. If it's surrounding money, I would say to speak with your partner instead of going behind their back, because with this energy here, it can be something that you do that's underhanded, and that could cause the person to start to feel suspicious of you and the things that you're doing. So like, say somebody comes and asks you for $100, even though you have it to give. If you're in a relationship with someone, the best practice is to bring it to your partner's attention and just let them know. You know, like, hey, this person's asking me for $100, and I'm in a space financially, or we both are in a space financially where we can afford to give it. So would you mind, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just going and doing something without just checking with your partner first. It's the consideration that's important here in partnership, especially if you're married here. But yeah, if not, somebody can be doing something. I don't want to say throwing you a surprise party. Maybe this is what you're planning for the person that you're with if you're dating a Gemini and their birthday is coming up. Or just not knowing what to do or what this person will like. And so you're torn. Maybe you're torn between doing something that is like an outdoor activity now that the shelter in place has lifted for a lot of people in certain states, and or doing something that is just a little bit more intimate, you know, just with like close friends and family, like having like a private dinner. So you're torn between doing that, like a Dave & Buster's, or going to some other venue. I don't know what else your partner could like. It could be like a physical activity too, like indoor skydiving, rock climbing, or just taking a trip somewhere. Like, are you going to follow through with those plans that you had initially, or are you going to choose to do something different? I feel like that's what you're torn in between. But it's really the thoughtfulness that's going to matter the most to this person at the end of the day. Yeah. But hell, if you just don't know what to do at all, just ask them. Pose it as a question, like a hypothetical question, just so that, you know, they're not caught off guard and they will thoroughly enjoy their time. And you don't feel like you wasted money, and or this person is unappreciative or ungrateful in any way for you even thinking to do such a thing, or, you know, exercise such a gesture. That's what I'm getting here. This can also be a battle of he said, she said, like hearing rumors about somebody that you're with or about somebody that you've gotten to know, and then having to make that decision of whether or not you're going to back them up, and or if you're going to believe what they're saying about this person. When it comes to this type of situation, make sure that you have all the facts. Make sure that you have proof, like physical evidence here. Empirical evidence here before deciding to believe it. Because this can just be something that somebody's doing to be petty and or to start trouble in your life. Because right now I feel like you are so peaceful, or you just have such a peaceful life, it wouldn't be unlikely that somebody would try to come and disturb that. So just be very careful with that. Don't allow for anybody to make you act out of character here, because some people can definitely be looking for a response at this time just to get you riled up, because they enjoy to see you flustered here, or they want to see you sweat here. Pay those types of people no mind, because it's going to take a lot of your energy, which you need to be productive and just for other things that you would actually care to put your focus and concentration on at this time. As far as business, you are at the starting level, so just have patience and be thorough in what you're doing. Get second opinions at this time for a business, and before you actually buy into like the licensures or getting prototypes or doing research and development and or getting the what is that called, like the patent, just make sure that you are putting your money in or giving your money to reputable people so that you don't get conned here when it comes to business. But that's what I have for you, Libras. Hope this video resonated. Again, give this a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up because it helps my views and helps other people to see my channel, because it goes by recommendation. But also subscribe to this channel. And if you need a personal private session, you can also book that with me. I leave my email in the description box. But if I don't hear from you, then just take care of yourself and soul until you see me again. Ciao.